brakes, good tires, good handling. Let's take some line. Hello everybody, welcome back to Cool Drives, and today we have this 2023 Perodua Alza H in ivory white color. This second generation Perodua Alza was first introduced in July 22, and there are a total of 3 variants which are X, H and AV to choose from. With 68,000 ringgit, we are going to see what can we expect from this Perodua Alza H and how does it compete with its competitor. From the front view, the car looks very big and grand. The combination of the LED headlights and the bumper design really enhances the front look of the car. I mean, look at the bumper edges. They just make the front bumper look so sharp and handsome and aggressive. In the middle, we also have a cool looking black grille with chrome lining on top. Also, one very cool thing about this car is the sequential turn signal that we have, and it's only available on H and AV variant, and it looks good on this car. It just makes it look more atas, and I'm glad that Perodua is actually following this trend of the turn signal. Coming to the back, I must say this is a very good looking, very aggressive looking back. And on the top here we have something like a mini spoiler for this car, and also a rear wiper and the LED rear lights, but we don't have sequential signal for the back. It's only a bulb here. And in the middle we have a black finishing here with a chrome lining below it. That means we don't get a connected rear lights. It's kind of disappointing because it will look way more cooler if the lights are actually connected. And look at the sculpture of the car, of the back of this car. Look at all the sculptural design, all the edges on this car. I mean, it's totally great on this car. It just makes the car looks white and actually acts like a white body. And one more extra thing is this is a brake and signal lights, which is customized by the owner. It does not come originally from Perodua. Moving on to the rim, this is a dual tone design rim with silver and black colors, and all of the tires are sized at 195/60 R16, so it's a 16-inch tires and rims. And this is what we get from the Perodua. This is the Toyo Proxus CR1 tires. Now looking at the side, this car really looks taller, wider and also longer than the previous generation Perodua Alza, because it's actually 205mm longer, 35mm wider and also 50mm taller than the first generation Perodua Alza. And also take a look at this line curve that stretches all the way from the front until the back of the car. It just looks great on this car because it actually adds a little bit of muscular looks to the car. Now coming to the trunk, now the car is in a lock position, And in order to unlock the trunk, just make sure the key is in the pocket, and there's a touch panel here. Just press it and it unlocks the boot. Now with all the seats up, including the third row, we have just this much of storage space, which is about 137 meters. And below here, no, these are not spare tires, these are actually storage spaces for you, because the spare tires is actually located below the car. Let's say if you want more storage space, just easily pull this string up all the way and push the chair to the front. The same thing to the other side. And now we have a 498 liters of boot space for you. To put the third row chair up again, just pull this string all the way up. And there we go. Now getting into the back seat, which is the second row of this car. The opening is quite big, so it's very easy for senior people or old people to get in and off of the car. So this is something very good. Overall, sitting at the back, the second row, I don't feel any pressure because the front seat is actually quite low, so I can get a view of the front, and the side mirror is also quite big, and I can actually adjust this second row bench to the back or to the front. Now with the seat at the most back position, I have about 2.5 feet of leg room, and yeah, 2 feet of headroom, so no pressure at all. And the cushion is just nice, and this car is all with fabric seats, so we don't see any leather in this car. At the door panel, this is hard plastic, and a cup holder here, storage space, and one more storage space below here, and everything just looks cool. And yeah, look at this icon vents at the back here. I can actually adjust the fan speed from here, and this is a flap. So let's say if we have a passenger at the back at the third row, if I want to adjust it to the front a little bit, I'll just pull it here and move it to the front, maybe about here. So I'll have about 1 feet of leg room. Let's see what do I feel at the back. Alright, I'm 175 centimeters tall and 50 kg, and now I'm going to try the third row seats of this car with my comfortable sitting position at the second row. Now, in order to gain access to the third row seats, all we have to do is just pull this lever right here, push it to the front, maybe just lower down the headrest, push it to the front all the way, push the seat to the front, and there we go. Now with my comfortable sitting position in the middle row, I have about, yeah, my knees are touching the seats, but it's not, I don't really feel any pressure sitting at the third row seat because I have quite some space in the front, and the windows here at the C-pillar is actually quite big, and we have a power socket here as well, and some storage space at the side, and the headrests are also adjustable, so I'll say it's quite comfortable. Maybe if the front passenger can move forward a little bit, then it will feel better. But overall, yeah, I'm actually sitting, not squatting, so this is quite a good third row seat for me. Now getting into the front passenger seats. It's very spacious, even if I pull it to the front, I still get a lot of space. The cushion is good. And we have the airbag here for the front passenger, then cup holder, and also a glove box here. Okay, no soft opening. Right, let's see. We shut the door. We'll have a small storage space, maybe for a phone, and one more storage space below it. So that's basically all for the passenger princess. And let's see if we have a mirror. Yes, we do have a mirror for passenger princess. Now coming into the driver's side, this car actually comes with the keyless entry, but it's only on the driver's side, and also with an auto folded side mirror, which unfolds automatically when we unlock the car. So just make sure the key is in the pocket, put the hands on here, and it unlocks. Let's start the car up. Coming into the car, we will be greeted by a fully digital meter cluster. This actually consists of two sides, which at the left, it actually shows the revs meter and also some basic car informations. And at the right, it shows the speedometer and also the fuel level. Now for the steering, this is a multi-function steering, a T-shaped multi-function steering. This is not telescopic, as we can only adjust it up and down and not front and back. So at the right side, we have the audio control and the drive mode, and at the left we actually have the mini screen controller and also the volume controller here. In the middle, we have a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment unit. But for H variant, it actually only comes with Android Auto, which is a wired Android Auto, but no Apple CarPlay for H variant. And moving down, this is the icon control panel, which is the same as Activa. Down here we have the auto headlamp controls, traction control. This is a pre-crash control, the front parking sensors, and the auto start-stop. Just press it to turn it off. Looking at the side, we have the side mirrors controls, the mirror controls, some storage space below it. And one thing that I don't like is this bottle holder for driver. It actually doesn't look like a bottle holder, it looks more like a flower vase. A lot of people actually criticize the design of this cup holder. It's actually better to make it the same as the passenger side one, because this is actually not a round shape, so I'm not sure whether it would fit maybe a boba or a round shaped bottle. Now coming to the engine bay, what we have here is a 1.5 dual VVTi engine paired with a D-CVT transmission. This is actually the same engine with the latest facelift Perodua Alza. Actually produces 105 horsepower and also 138 Newton meter of torque. And if you notice, there's actually a small modification done by the owner, which is this Works Engineering air filter. It is said to improve the total response of the car. The statistic and numbers of the engine is actually quite decent for a 1.5 engine. So we are going to see with the addition of this air filter, we're going to see how does it work and what is the performance of the engine on this 1145 kg car. Right, so now I'm in the 2023 Perodua Alza H. Now we're going to test drive and let's see what kind of driving pleasure and experience we will get in this car. Let's buckle up. Okay, lock the car. It's okay. Right, before we go, let's try the reverse camera. For me, the camera resolution is okay. It's quite clear, so there's no problem for the camera. Right. So once the car reaches 20 km/h, the doors will automatically shut. Noises, road noises are noticeable in low speed, but it's still acceptable. I can still tolerate. Now we are in normal mode. Let's push it a little bit more. So for this car, we would have 3 driving modes to choose from, and now we are on the normal mode without anything. And if we press this button here at the right side of the steering, you can actually choose to switch it to the eco or power mode or sport mode. So let's say if I press it once, so it will show a power there beside the D. So this is something like a sport mode for this car. And if I long press the button here, it will show that this car is in eco mode. So in order to switch off the eco mode, just long press it again and it will go off. Now we are in the normal mode. During the idling, this car really feels peaceful. No vibration and no shaking, as you can hear. Not much noises. We don't hear the compressor sounds, the engine sounds. It's just very quiet in here, in the cabin. I have to say, this acceleration, as you can see, is quite heavy and it's quite punchy. I mean, it's the same feeling as the CVT cars, like Honda or Toyota, so it's not a big deal. Just that the CVT sounds are quite loud. Alright, thank you for letting me go. Overall, the visibility is okay. In terms of the front view and the side views, only that I feel that the rear window is a little bit too small. So maybe for newbies or new drivers, maybe that it'll take some time for them to get used to the rear mirrors. So for safety wise, in this car we have a total of 6 airbags, with 2 at the front, 2 curtain airbags at the A pillar, and 2 side airbags at the C pillar, which is between the second and the third row. And this car also comes with a pre-crash system, lane departure warning, and lane departure prevention. And also we have a ESC here as well. So the only thing that we left out from the AV variant is the EPB, electronic parking brake, and also the ACC, the adaptive cruise control system. I think the ACC would be a good fit for this car, especially if you are taking it for a long distance drive, and especially when you are dealing with heavy jams or just want to rest your legs. But it's not a big deal without the presence of it. Right, so now I'm going to put it into the power mode, which is the sport mode, because we're going to do a little hill run. As we know, this car is built on the DNGA platform, so we're going to see how does it handles on challenging corners. We can actually put it into a manual mode as well, where we can control the gear shifting, but I'll just put it into D. So we'll try this hill run with the AC on, with the compressor on. No brakes here, throttle 40%, and as well. Alright, pushing it more. Let's give it a little bit more. No brakes. Good tires, good handling. Let's take some line. I would say the CVT and the engine are definitely loud, but those are not just sounds, they give you power as well. are going for another round, but this time we are going down. We're going to see how this car performs. Alright, power mode. Yeah, there's a little bit of delay in the gear shifting. Right. No brakes. And we are doing just fine. Of course, with better tires, it will handle better. The tires we are using currently is the Toyo Proxus CR1. I think is a great fit for this car. If you are not going for, you know, like toge or very aggressive driving, this should be enough. Just press more on the pedal and you get the power. Let's try with the outer lane. There's a jam, so yeah, we're not going to test it here. Like, to be honest, in the beginning this car really feels big and long, and in fact it is bigger, it is longer, but now after a few hours of driving it, I'm already used to it. So yeah, and I would say the handling, the control of this car is good. It's not like it doesn't give you the feeling like you're driving an MPV or SUV. It's more like you're driving a wagon, you know. It's like a sedan and a wagon. Probably also because of the lower ground clearance, which is about 160 millimeters. So yeah, I really like it. I really like that. Even my Myvi, if I sit on my Myvi, it feels higher. Actually feels higher than this car. So I would say, yeah, the center of gravity this car is low, and it gives and it really contributes to the overall handling of this car. Even though, yeah, it is long, but yeah, after just a few hours, you get used to it. After all, it's very easy to drive, and it's very practical car, I would say. And one thing I noticed is we don't have the BSM on this car, the blind spot monitoring. I mean, it would be better if we have one. It would be a very good assist for, you know, especially lady drivers. Because like I said, the rear window, the back window is actually quite small, and it blocks some of the view from the back. So having a blind spot monitoring system for this kind of MPV will be a great fit. Right now, since we have a heavy traffic in front, why not we give it a try for the eco mode. Trust me, you don't want this eco mode. Yeah, the throttle is not responsive at all. You just have to press all the way down and only gets just a little bit of power. I mean, it's an eco mode, so yeah. Alright, let's turn off the eco mode and get back to the normal mode. I would say the absorber of this car is quite okay. It's not too soft actually. It actually absorbs all the holes and all the impacts from the holes or the uneven roads. It absorbs it very nice, very good. So you don't really feel bumpy, yeah, especially on uneven roads, or maybe on bad condition or gravel roads. To overtake cars here. Let's put it into power mode. More direct throttle response. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, please let me know if you want to see a night drive of this car, and feel free to watch my other videos as well, and remember to subscribe and share my videos. Thank you.